Hiya folks, welcome back to Birds on Board, your home of board gaming excellence. My name is Pigeon, and today we have another special board game unboxing for you. Today we'll be unboxing Final Girl, and more specifically, we'll be unboxing the very first feature film released for Final Girl. It's the Happy Trails Horror. Designed by Derrick with art by Tyler Johnson and published by Ryder Games, the Happy Trails Horror is very closely tied to the core box and is the feature film that diverges the least from the core base rules. This doesn't mean that winning will be a simple task, as Hans has something up his sleeve: a sledgehammer. Now here we've removed the back sheet, which I love that Van Ryder games do. They allow you to show your box in all its glory. And why don't we take a look at that box? Well, on the front we have the poster child, the poster Final Girl of Final Girl. It's Laurie. On the side here we can see that yes, this is made to look like an old VHS tape, an old horror movie classic that you're going to go rent from your local video store. And like all of Final Girl's feature films, this box does contain two halves. One half is the killer side and will include Hans the Butcher, while the other is the location side, and the location this time is Camp Happy Trails. And between those two halves, we also have two new Final Girls to play with. We have Laurie featuring on the killer side of the box, and we have Reiko on the location side. And starting with the killer side, you will notice one of the awesome things about all of the Final Girl feature films is the lid is actually a component. Yes, the lid on the killer side opens up to be the killer board, which we use to track the chosen killer. In this case, Hans the Butcher, his bloodlust, and how much movement and attack points he has each turn. Now here we can see the components for the killer, as well as any special rules we need to apply. Now, as I mentioned earlier, the Happy Trails Horror is supposed to be the base game, the most pure form of Final Girl, with very little changes to the main round structure brought up in the rulebook. You should also take note of that tiny icon below Hans's face. It is a little beautiful silver pig, and this symbol will be placed on all the components that belong in this killer's box, so we can return them back when we are done. And looking here, you might be starstruck because it is Hans himself in miniature form. Now remember, you won't be getting this mini if you buy the Happy Trails Horror from retail. This comes as a special gift to those who buy the Ultimate Box, but you can buy the figure separately. It just won't come packed into your feature film. What I've been shuffling through here are the 16 tarot cards associated with Hans the Killer, and they include just regular tarot cards as well as some minor dark powers. Here we have our two Final Girls associated with this feature film. We have Laurie, the poster child of Final Girl, and we also have Reiko, who is a close second as being the most recognizable. They each have their own health, their own power-ups for saving victims, as well as their own ultimate Final Girl ability once you save enough victims. And here we have some photos I like to keep in my wallet. Haha, no, I joke. These are the dark powers that Hans could unlock if his bloodlust gets too high. And now these are the photos I keep in my wallet. Nope, I gotcha again. These are the finale cards that will occur when your terror deck runs dry and signify the film is coming to its climax and a finale is imminent. Now here we have another Ultimate Box bonus. It is the epic finale card. Now you can see there's a bit of a red border, which signifies this gives you a bit more challenge than you're used to. And here we have one of the staples of Final Girl. It is the secret envelopes. Now you aren't allowed to open these until you beat the killer with that particular Final Girl. But it's okay, I've spoken to Mr. Beast and he said he'll be doing an unboxing of these secret envelopes very soon. And that's it. That's one half of the Happy Trails Horror complete, and we can move on to the location side of the box. Now remember, one of the big features with Final Girl is you can mix and match the killer and locations of different feature films. But for now, Hans will continue terrorizing the campers at Camp Happy Trail. And here we have the cover with Reiko's face on it, and if we flip that around, we find the location board of Camp Happy Trails. It looks great. I'd swim in that lake, would you? Of course you would, but before we go swimming, let's have a look at the component list and special rules for Camp Happy Trail. Again, you'll notice that the special rules is quite blank because this is a basic starter film. Loads of fun, not easy, but very much aligned to the core rule set. And here we see that Hans is quite versatile. He not only has a sledgehammer, but also a butcher's cleaver. And again, if you look below, you'll see an icon of a camping tent. So we can always pack away all our components back in the correct insert in the correct feature film box. And you don't want to lose things like these, because here we have the Motorboat Mini, which again is an Ultimate Box bonus. And this motorboat is known to speed across the lake and Camp Happy Trails. There it goes. Not paying. Oh, here it comes again. Great. I'll just wait. That was fun. And here we have various tokens that come into play when certain location events occur. These location events, when do we draw them? Well, here we have some more tarot cards, particularly for Camp Happy Trails. There are 8 of them, and you'll see right there an event card. On certain location tarot cards, it does tell you to draw a location event card. So we've seen these tarot cards and event cards come into play mid-game, but we need something to set up, and that's where these setup cards come in. Inside you'll find a small little scenario which tells you where the final goal is placed, where the killer is placed, as well as where all the victims are placed while they wait for their inevitable slaughter. No, let's not think like that. We need to think positive, and how can we positively defeat this killer? By collecting items, of course, and here we have 18 item cards which will be hidden around the map in different spots, which we'll have to search through and hopefully find just the right tools to win this game. And then finally we have those event cards we mentioned earlier. And these events add some great variability to each game, and they can be a boyfriend visiting, they could be stubborn kids, they could be the water is poisoned, they could be two kids are going off to make out point and now they're in danger as they are isolated from the final goal. Lots of options to add lots of novelty to each game. And here we have the second secret envelope, and yes, this one is for Reiko, so you only want to open this up once you've beaten a game with Reiko. Let's open it up. I think nope. Fooled ya. We're not opening it up here, folks. I think I'll leave that up to you guys to discover. And that's it. That's both the killer and the location side all unboxed for the Happy Trails horror. You'll see that the inserts are actually labeled to help make packaway and organization easier. And also remember, you have that small icon for each feature film, so you know which component goes into which insert. So each insert comes with its own lid that you can pop on to keep all your components nice and snug. And then also we have that magnetic board that serves as the box lid. A quick zoom in of the labeled insert, and off we go with the second half. Let's put away all of Hans's components, making sure that we haven't mixed up any of the location side of the board. Remember, we're looking for that little piggy face icon. Put that lid back on top, and there you have it. Thank you so much for watching this unboxing of Final Girl, the Happy Trails horror, and let me know in the comments below which classic horror movie should be made into a Final Girl feature film. I've been Pigeon, this has been Birds on Board. May your dice rolls forever be in your favor. Happy gaming, folks.